Hello and welcome back to the House of Tesla. In our last episode, we explored the house, the Gateway House here at the Wardenclyffe complex. Explored to the house, I should say, and went into the kids' room there and solved the puzzles that were in there. Did we take 2 episodes on that or just 1? I can't remember. But we ended up with a key that contains a jester as the handle, and this green triangle, which looks like there's a grabber here. So we need to presumably line this up. Maybe there. Maybe there? Let's see. You. Yeah, I think that one on the bottom was the best one, lineup-wise. That one's not bad, but no, that's not perfect either. That one's not perfect either. I think this one's the best one, but it's still not quite perfect. Oh, it liked it. Okay. I heard it click. So, yeah, it did something here, too. So, I'm not sure if that's the, what we need to do here, because it still is movable. Let's see. Did it open this door here? It did not. So that isn't quite the door. There's also the stairs, which we talked about. Is there something upstairs that we can do? There's also a door here that is also locked. So there's also some neat paintings here too. So I guess we're going to have to play with that some more then. Maybe to open that door up. Down we go. Oh, it's like, okay, I see now. It's actually recessed here a bit. These all might be actually lining up. It's just a matter of the symbols on the top there. And what do we want to have? Looks like red, green, green. Okay, I get it now. Yep, I see it. It was 3 symbols there. One was the red symbol there, and then these 2 green symbols here. So that was the correct position. It's just the perspective here is a little bit wonky, so you don't see them quite lined up correctly to match the symbols, but that's what it is, matching the symbols. Kind of started to notice it there as we were playing around, but then I caught it, or I didn't catch it quick enough. So this is a kitchen. Probably correct for the era, the turn of the 20th century kind of thing. I did hear scribbling, so let's take a look at that. Finally got the key, and it fits into the door. 2 more to go. I think I will need to scour this house to find them. This room looks like a kitchen. I don't remember much about how kitchens are supposed to work, but I don't think this room is built for practicality either. So we have a puzzle of some kind here. We can slide, looks like a Tetris puzzle kind of thing, maybe. If I do that. I'm stuck a bit. Can I undo what I've done here? No, it won't let me undo it. Maybe I have to reset it? I can't move either of those either way. And I'm guessing I was supposed to line these up. That's how you reset it. Alright, so you can go over there someplace. And this one comes up here. This goes probably there. Probably. We need to come over here and catch that one. Not quite, but also sort of. Maybe this goes here? Yeah. And then this goes that way? No, not quite either. Oh wait, yes, there we go. And this goes this way and they touch like that? But you don't. Oh, there we go. Maybe there's magnets in there or something? I don't know. And that gives us a metal pair. So that puzzle's presumably done. Scribble, scribble. The design is pleasing to the eye. I feel so much untapped potential in this room. It's a waste of perfectly good resources and perfectly good machines. There's this ladder here. We have this device here, which looks like it's missing... Maybe missing something? Definitely some bent pieces here. Whether they're supposed to be bent or not, I don't know. Nothing that I can click on. On the other side. Is there anything on the other side? Yeah, same kind of thing. Wonder if the metal pair goes into one of these or something crazy like that. Otherwise, I'm not sure. They're definitely bent differently. There's a little door on the back there, too. I don't know if that's something that we can get access to. No. Okay, we'll leave that one for just a bit, then, maybe. Okay. Cabinets don't open. Anything to do with this icebox? AKA refrigerator. I don't think so. There's this dining area that's got this weird doorway to it. I'm not sure what that's all about. This here is... It just did something. I don't know what that just did. Put it down again. I can't tell what that is in there. This looks like a some sort of a doll, like a... Yeah. Another key is right there. That's the key. Okay, well, that makes sense. One press of a button away. That said, I'm starting to see that nothing is ever so simple in this house. Yeah. Because as soon as you press the button, it disappears. So we have to figure out the trick to that. We did click on this thing earlier, which definitely looks like one of Tesla's devices here. Let's see, you... Ooh. Oh, I see. There's a level bubble there. So you go... Maybe there? Kind of hard to tell. And then here. Got it. Open that up, and I'm guessing that might be where the pear goes. I didn't look at the pear, but it must have a connector on the bottom of it. Because it was kind of a pear-shaped, flower there to begin with. We can rotate it. There we go. And then that kicks out another puzzle. Excellent. Okay, these look like ears. It's another kind of a Tetris-y kind of puzzle. This button and that button do something. Let's see. What do I do with you? I feel like I'm supposed to do like a complete the piece kind of thing here. But also, like that maybe, and then this one must go like that maybe? Kind of using these diagonalized pieces as a hint here, maybe. And then you're kind of getting weird and stuck now. Oh, they can't pass each other. The red ones and the blue ones cannot pass each other. Okay, well that makes sense. You probably go over there. Maybe not. I feel like that should go to, like, this one. Why doesn't it go down there? I'm not sure entirely. If there's extra pieces here and I'm just supposed to ignore them or what? It doesn't set quite right there, but also I feel like that one should go there, but that really messes with this. I feel like I'm supposed to complete the keys, but also these lock pieces. Maybe this is a hint, Wally. Maybe these are hints as to what you're supposed to accomplish. So the locks are supposed to be open, like that. Maybe I'm supposed to make a lock in this shape, which would be that one. That could be. Pay attention, Wally, to the possible hints here. It's not you, but it could be. You know, it can't be you. It must be you. Like this. And then it must be you like this. Aha! Okay. That's what it is. You need to make the shapes there and however you can. We have a fork. I'll take that. And this needs a spoon, it looks like. That said, by the way, fork. Imagine that. So this obviously doesn't go here. It goes somewhere else. And we'll get a spoon in return, hopefully. There's those things again. But what about this thing that I was looking at the stove here? Nothing with the stove? Prized. Prized. But here on the back side of this table, there is... Ooh. Really jerking around here. This thing again. This thing. The spoon's probably in there. No, the fork goes in there. There we go. Notice that at first, but now we can. And what does this do? This is another kind of match up the wheel puzzle, maybe? Maybe? Maybe with the edges, but maybe not. Let's get it aligned with itself first, maybe? That it? I think that's... Well, that's the 3, not this one yet. That with itself, I think. And then it's just a matter of doing this. I see the roots down here too. Maybe that's a hint. I think that's correct. No, this isn't correct here. Wait, do you not align properly? I feel like it should go something with the roots like that. In which case... something like that. This one is... that one? Then that doesn't line up with the stuff on the sides at all. Unless these are some kind of hints. Which they probably are. But what? Okay, that second one seems to only have a couple of spots it actually clicks into. Like, it's definitely a much more... what's the word? Much more... wider spaced... kind of component. I'm not sure the words that I want to use here are. Did we scribble anything, by the way? No. Okay, good. Although there is a weird line there. Maybe this isn't quite correct. I feel like this should be somewhere in this area, though. We do have these berries. Oh, that could go there, too. So there's a couple of possibilities of what aligns there, maybe? And then it looks like... I don't know if that's it. Maybe there? Yeah, there may be a couple of different kind of sort of possibilities. And this one... Oh, there's fruit on... Oh, there's fruit on each one of these. There, that's a good hint. Hey, look, there's fruit here, too. Okay, that did a partial thing. Oh, now I can do this. And what am I supposed to accomplish? Putting the fruit forward. Also, did it link? Kind of did link all those together. Okay. Am I supposed to do that with it? Or maybe that? Kind of connecting it to the sort of input, for lack of a better word there? Could be. But it also could not be. So then what? Coming back to this, if these are connected, then this one down here should look like those grapes. Maybe. But where does that one look like grapes? Either this way or that way, I guess. Guess we could do that way. Banana? Guess something like that. But the other way. This or so. Oh, it's kind of fiddly. And this one would be the apple, which it might already be. This one would be a pear, which would be somewhere like that. I've got one of these wonky still, which surprises not a person. Maybe somewhere more like that. No, it's not really narrow on the inside, but I think that's what it is. It's just a matter of finding the right position for each one of these. And I think the banana's probably wrong. I think the banana needs to be rotated outward one like that. And the grapes will be back into that position. I don't think so either. No, that one's the weird one, because I don't really see it look like grapes in any position. That one's either here or here. It could be either one. Maybe that should be... No. Gotta be over there. Let's go take a look at the other side again. An apple here. It's somewhere over there. Well, there it is. Okay, ladder moves. That was a weird puzzle. Unnecessarily complicated. And that's a new machine. An espresso machine? Okay. Things move out. Okay. Oh. Let's see, do you move? Yes, but you don't move. That opens that up, so maybe we come up here first? Oh, okay. I get it. Sort of. I mean, I get it. I shouldn't say sort of, because I do get it. Just gotta figure out how to do it. That wasn't it. Let's see. I need to get you... Yeah, something like that. Into your little hole there. Yeah, there we go. All right, nice. Now I can freely move this thing over here. Means I can turn this crank to open all those three things for some reason. And turn this crank. I guess that's the clockwork, kind of winding the clockworks. And then slide you... Oh, take the cup? Oh, take the cup. Okay, coffee cup. Figured it would go on there on the other side, but maybe there's something here we need to know? No? Just some artwork, symbols type stuff, but... Doesn't move. Can I put it here now? No. Because that reached out and grabbed you. So does this go... Might go over here on the table on this. Might. Which opens up this drawer that has a wheel with a handle. That's a reset button. Okay. Let's see. You... Okay, those got married. Oh, then we got this one. Want me to do the orange ones now? Oh, I can't pass. Okay. Kind of. Okay. There we go. Can't pass the color past the corner unless it shows the color. Yeah, where it's dwelling. Okay, that goes there. And then this one... no, this one's got to go first. Also, it works on the inside, too. No, actually, that one doesn't got to go first. You come over here. Did I get myself stuck now? Which one can I actually even move? I guess I have to move these guys to reset something here. Yeah, so I can move you now. Now I'm stuck again. But I guess you can go that way. You can come in the inside. You can't go there, but you could go here. Okay, partially good. You scooch into there. You go... Oopsie. Go in... Nope. Go in there. You go in there. You go in there, and that works. There we go. Figured it out. Distinctively shaped knife. Okay. Distinctively shaped knife. There's still more to do with you. Yes, but I don't know. Maybe not, actually. Get up here, but I can't do anything. Can't zoom into anything. Distinctively shaped knife. That's how distinctive is it? It's got a couple little slots on it. Something to do with you? Oh, there's a thing. Yeah, it goes in there. And that goes what? Fancy. Interesting. Curious. So when I pull this up, it locks the rotation into place. When I pull this down, it locks these blades into place. So presumably I should be able to spin this to get to somewhere, but it doesn't really let me go anywhere. Anything else I can move? Okay, that's the same. Something missing here? Not sure what. There's Wish I could get a better look at it. That's just you. Oh. Okay. I can rearrange these guys. Oh. Oh, I see. They move at different... Yeah. Okay, so I need to put this one on the left side. Get you out of the way. I think you're supposed to be on the right, but... Right on the middle, I mean. But we'll see here. You go there, you go back in the middle. Then you go on the right. Maybe. Did it. And then something dropped out over here. The spoon. Gee, I wonder where the spoon goes. And what did that... Oh, I get a metal ring. Am I done now? Maybe. Do you go to this somehow? Metal ring? Aha! I had to fake it out. Nice. Is that it for the kitchen then? I got the key. I assume that's it for the kitchen. That was a much shorter puzzle than the bedroom was. Let's go to the keyhole here, and you are the 3-pronged. Down there, please. And now we have ring number 2. A match up here. So we have 3 things. It needs to be... I recognize the symbols, but not well enough to say which ones they are. But it needs to be 2... It needs to be 3 red symbols. Shouldn't be too hard to line up and then confirm. And 3 red symbols. Yeah, it's got to be this one, and that one again. Unless they're behind this one. Oh, they're probably behind this one somehow. Maybe. Yes, I know. Not you. Not you. Not you. Not you. Look back over where you're supposed to be or something. Something different to do here? Or... I bet you I know what it is. Now I need to use the 2 together. But I can't get the 3 red symbols with the second wheel. I need to get 2 reds and a green somehow. Just, or a red and... No, 2 reds and a green. Move wheel out of the way again from here. 2 reds and a green. 2 reds and a green. That one then, maybe? Yeah, and then this one gets put in a different spot. It needs to be... not that one. 2 reds and a green means 2 reds and a green again. Maybe? Unless that wasn't the right spot for the first one. Which is looking more and more like. Unless it's this one that gets 3 reds, like that. There it is. That's what it was. Okay. And that opens the other door. I figured. Up we go. Second key to the second keyhole. That unlocked another part of the puzzle in the middle of the door. Curious. Just one more. The moment I entered the room, I was awed by how luxurious it is. For a house this small, it feels ill-suited. Some of the machines seem completely out of place for a living room. It would be more appropriate for a fair or public place. Alright, so we have, well, center of the room here. We have some sort of a chess or checkers set. Each pile gives us some raises its own tile, and it raises I was looking for, it was telling me which direction to move it to get the button. Okay, that makes sense. Open, flip. Okay. Oh, I get what this is too. Can I zoom in better here? Yes. So the knight is saying I can touch squares in my destination spots. This tile here needs 4 pieces touching it, I bet. If I go with there, changes those 2. Yeah, so each one of these pieces in the end needs to touch the other. So you, Mr. King, is that the king? Or is that the, I think it's the king. Would it probably either need to go here, here, or here, because that's all you have reach for. So you can go diagonals, because you're the bishop. You can go super diagonals like this. And then you might go not there, but here. And then you might go there. Might. Okay, we're closer. I need another piece to touch that one. Not sure that either one of those matters unless it's going to affect another piece nearby. Bishop's hitting all 3 of those, which is kind of good. That's the other thing. You can only touch... So we need to have... Let's take this off for just a second. 2, 4, 6, 10. You can only possibly touch 2. The other ones are too far away. You could hit 3, as we're doing there, which is good, so that's 5. If you could hit... I think you can only touch 2 as well, so that means you need to touch 3. Means... what? Yeah, I think you were only able to ever touch 2. Can I get you to do both of those? Here we go. Okay, good. That opens up this, which is a 1-cent piece. Okay. Guess that's it for that table, although we can still zoom in on it. But it's just a look, I guess. Unless there's something underneath. There's not. Okay, next puzzle, maybe? This one over here. You need a penny. Right there. Okay, it's a, let me change the music. Mark Twain, by the way. All back. Don't hear any music, but... Look what I hid there. Okay. Watch, I'll change the music again. And that gives me a key. Or we can use a tube key with a fine finish. Anything else with this? Can I watch that over again by chance? Yeah. Alright, so it's... What are they holding? And he's going over to that. Then they were playing chess. Okay. Back out of it. There, I saw this. We got scribblies. What we got? Fireplaces are all part of some larger puzzle, I'm sure of it. Did I really make all of this? With all this meaningless luxury nobody even enjoys, it feels like JP Morgan's rage against my financial handling of the project was almost justified. One's rotated differently. If we have some... Maybe a slidable thing here, but I can't do anything with it just yet. This one here needs a couple things attached to it. This one over here needs to be maybe rotated, but again, I can't do anything with it. Nope. Nope. Okay. So, but he was over here when it said change the music, which makes sense because these are, what are they called? It's a punch type. Okay, is this a 2-key system here? No? Punch type record, like it's, what are those called? I can't remember what those are called either. Oh. Okay. Okay, we'll go over there and take a look at that. Just before we do, let's take a look here. There's this crank that lowers, or raises, lowers, the, I think it was going the other way though, wasn't it? The lantern here in the middle of the room, which is where the key is, so that'll be useful. And in order to get that, we need to solve this puzzle, which is probably an alignment puzzle here on the bottom. But we'll need some more info before we can do that. So, not you. Anything else we can do here? Lamp, maybe? No. Okay. Couch, maybe? No. Okay. And this statue here in the corner? No. So let's go take a look at this and see if we can figure out what we need to do with you. Well, that seems obvious. To get this disc, which is a metal disc with a window motif. Alrighty. And I suspect there's some hint there with the way these windows are labeled. Although, maybe not. Well, yeah, I see the different windows here, so there's some pattern to the way these are arranged. Oh yeah, each floor has its own window. And so we have a window with this awning here, sticking out quite largely. And then we have a plain window with the grills in it. That's this one. Then we have a plain window with a shade pulled. That's this one here. Up here we have a window with just a bunting around it like that. That's you here. We have this one that has that. I saw that one on there down here. And then finally we have this one with the larger bunting over here. So those 6 windows are represented by these 6 symbols. What do these 6 symbols mean? Well, let's go change the music. Let's try the middle button this time. What is the name of that record player with the punch in it? Why is there another one behind it? And that is the middle fireplace. That's going to need these wheels attached. So let's not do that one just yet. Let's do the right one first. I suspected that much, but what is the name of this? I'm going to Google this real quick. Because it's bothering me. Let's see. It's like a music box or something like a music box. Polyphon. Yeah, it's a polyphon. All right, I Googled it. It was worth the Google, I feel. All right, so this here uses this one, which I figured. I'm guessing I probably should have taken some notes, by the way, on that. You a little bit. And which one of those matched up to which ones? We're probably going to have to switch these records back again. But this is a decorated disc with a flower design. So once again, we have different flowers here. I wish there was an intermediary zoom here, but different flowers. I'm not sure, though, what the, unless it's a height thing, what the representation is, or a left-right thing. But maybe we fire this one back up again and see what we can figure out. You? I think I've seen these music boxes at Bronner's in Frankenmuth, Michigan that play those gigantic metal discs. I think that's where I saw them. Somewhere. Alright, so you go here, clearly. And you go here, clearly. What do these do? Nothing's changing. Something's changing. Okay, maybe nothing's not changing. I have no idea what I just did. I have a suspicion what I just did. Because they're stuck now. Something with the pattern of statue. With which symbol was associated with each of these flowers. This is the plain window with the grills, and this is the spiky pink flowers. Can I go change the music back just because I want to know what I did? And then we're going to put the other key in after that. So if we do this one, that is a statue with this artist's palette. I guess maybe the statue is the implication there. And then over here again with changing the music again. The pink, I can't remember what kind of flowers those are. I bet you Pete knows. He does gardening. Is it the pot? Oh, it's the pot. The pot has that pattern to it. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense then. Logically, it makes sense. So let's try the other key now, and see what it does for us. So it's the statue with the with that red pattern to it, and that gives us the fourth button, which is the red polyphon disc or whatever you call it. Yeah, there it is. And that one does what? Changes to what appears to be a safe of some kind. And it's got a little piece in it and a piece of paper. Distinctively shaped metal head. One gear does not make a mechanism. It may turn, but without the company of others it moves nothing. It is the same with men. A single person may dream, invent and imagine great things, but without others to shape and share those dreams, they will remain unfulfilled. When I was young, I was taught that every person bears a soul, lit by a divine spark. Yet in moments of stillness, I have traced the origin of thought, not to heaven, but to the clash of impressions and the response of nerves. Every action follows a cause, free will dissolves under closer inspection. If a man is but a chain of reactions, stimulus and reply, memory and prediction, then perhaps what we call the soul is just a poetic shorthand for that pattern. And if so, could not such a pattern be drawn again in copper and coil? The obstacle is not spirit but complexity. And if one day a mechanism could be made so intricate that it mistook itself for a man, would we dare say it was wrong? And that went, of course, into the paper stuff here. Coffee maker in the kitchen on the base floor. We didn't, we missed a piece of paper, I guess. Somewhere in the kitchen. And I guess I never got all of these things. Interesting. So that's done. Does this go into the, to this somewhere? Doesn't look like it should. Maybe it does. Maybe it goes, oh, I bet you it goes right in the bottom of that, doesn't it? Yeah, that's where it goes. Right in the bottom of that. Up. And then that gives us this, which is going to align. Okay, I have no idea what I just did entirely. But I just did a thing. I'm not sure what I'm entirely accomplishing here. That's one light lit. That's none. One again. And then two there. This connecting to that, like this? There's two there still, though. And then one. Have I not tried every possible position here? I spin... Oh, I can only spin what's connected here. Just curious. Why is that one 3, though? Also, this isn't lined up right. Did I screw this up? And can I reset it somehow? Because these, I see... No, those are just 4 cardinal directions there. This is... I'm not sure what this is. because I'm not sure what I'm actually seeing. What's happening that I'm actually seeing. And then if I try every possible position, why does it not work? Unless I missed a position. There's a position I missed. Okay, well, I missed one. That would be why it didn't work first time. I'm not sure what's squaring up, though. Like, I'm not sure what's turning the lights on and off, other than just dumb trial and error here. Maybe I'll notice something as I'm watching the video. Not sure. Can I see the bottom of that again? No, I can't even see the bottom of it again. Nope. Okay. In that case, out we go. Back downstairs. And plugging the fourth key into the fourth hole, or the four-pronged key into the next hole. Here, please. In you go. Alright, so our new set of symbols includes a couple of blue ones. We're actually pretty dang close already, but we do need one of these to hit the blue triangles. Like that. And then also, these can only possibly fill up 3/4 of the thing. We definitely don't need all those triangles. That's not the good spot for you. You need a lot of reds, so maybe that is a good spot for you. Maybe, maybe not. This one here, we need more greens then. Be confusing trying to find the right spot. Off by 1. So here we have 2 of those, 2 of these, both of these blue pieces here. What do I have too much of? 29. These 2 green ones, but not one of those. These 2 red ones of these 2 red ones. I had too many blues, that's what I have. Okay. We don't need 2 of those green ones. We could potentially do something like that. Definitely don't need that one. That could potentially work too. If that would work, which it doesn't. Okay, and now we have too many of these green ones. And now we have not enough red ones. I kind of wish this little knuckle here was on the same side as the green triangle rather than where it is. That's not going to work. So I'm trying this kind of each rotation, but the problem is the order of the actual pieces themselves may be wrong, in which case rotating each one a little bit here or there is not going to help me any. Let's see. Can I move you a little bit to get that? Not quite. And so I would need to rearrange the order of them all to maybe get the right combination of tiles. Almost like trying each one, but also... Gosh, I don't want to do that. So close yet so far. What do I have too much of? Again, with these ones. What about you? Oh. That's, complicated. Let's see. And being not able to see what's behind each one is especially the worst part. Maybe that way, though, with, not you. What about you? No, we're up by too many what's. Really hard to, I don't know, see, I guess, for lack of a better word. We're missing one of these. What do we have one of that's too many, though? Lightning bolts. Okay, so maybe we can move this one again. Oh, there it is. Freedom! Scribble, scribble. Finally, the last key. The key to my newfound freedom. Some mysteries got solved, some remained, but I think piecing together everything that happened will be much easier after a talk with my friend and learning a bit about what happened before my accident. Alright, out we go. An automaton. If you call yourself a man, would you know? Did we never look into a reflective surface? Creepy pasta.
Tuesday, July 7th, 1908. That day, a peculiar occult ritual was about to take place in Luxor, Egypt. It was led by Aleister Crowley and attended by his wife and several members of the Golden Dawn Order. Their objective was to summon the demon Aiwass, but fate and mutual disputes led them in a different direction. They did indeed open a gateway to another world for a while, but only a fraction of the energy passed through. Energy that certainly didn't belong to Aiwass. That's the beginning of your story. A child of light, a child of darkness, engulfed by a storm against the backdrop of a hidden struggle for the fate of this world.
American Dream, question mark? Finish the final chapter. Alright, well that was an interesting game. A little bit insane, especially with the surprise ending there and what it revealed and whatnot. But interesting story anyway. The puzzles were as kind of specified or discussed at the very beginning and throughout. A bit of a weird challenge in some cases, like not immediately solvable just by information we had available to us, it seemed. Having a little bit more information on some of those puzzles would have been useful, or having a way to get more information about some of those puzzles would have been useful. As I mentioned, there's still quite a bit, or as we saw, still quite a bit of achievements that I didn't accomplish. I don't think we'll get around to that here in this series, but definitely definitely enjoyed the game overall, I would say, even with the difficulties. Just kind of leading us through the story, but also, the challenge of the puzzles and things like that. But otherwise, we'll leave this here. I'm gonna let the credits roll as I talk, but we'll leave this here. This was a good experience. There is another escape room game that just released in the last day or two, Escape Simulator 2, which we looked at during a Steam Next Fest. I will probably put that onto my list in the very near future. The very near future is very awash with new games coming, so I'm not sure when it'll happen, what'll happen, in what order. But I definitely want to, keep these types of games in my repertoire when there are ones available. And also, of course, the other games that we have had such an extensive experience with in the other genres here on the channel too. If there are other games that you've seen that I haven't touched or looked at or experienced at all yet, then by all means, let me know so we can pick those up and take a look at them. But otherwise, we'll leave this here. And it took us 10 hours and 40 minutes. Okay. And we'll leave this here, and we'll see what comes down the line for the channel in the near future. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you all next time. Bye for now.